Hey everybody, it's Ryan, and what I have here is a pretty cool, I must say, pretty cool desk lamp, and I'm going to share all the different cool things about it. So the first thing to note is the finish, and so this is a sort of a matte black finish, and it's kind of like a modern-esque style. Very slim. The wide part here at the top is only about an inch and three quarters, and then it has 1, 2, 3 pivot points, but it doesn't just pivot like this. I mean, it pivots a whole bunch of different ways. They're not loose, so when they are in position, they pretty much hold that position, which is kind of cool. There's not just one light, there's two lights. You have 1, 2, and the cool part is they operate independent of each other. The mount on it is just I would call it a quote unquote standard mount. It's a compression mount. It's got sort of a rubberish protective coating on the top and bottom, so you're not going to damage. Let's just say something that's, you don't want to damage as far as what it's bolting to. The thickness of table that it can bolt to can be right at about 2.5 inches thick. So 2.5 inches thick, the table that this will clamp to. And so that's kind of cool to know as far as, what it's going to do. The max height, if you were just going off this beam right here off the table, is right at 16 inches. Then the second arm is about 12. And then over here, you have about another 15 inches or so. And this can go in a variety of different, it can go way out. It's got a lot of play. These twist. So they will twist all the way 260 degrees, so they twist almost all the way around, about 260, and they stops and it goes back the other way. So as far as the options with the light, they can be controlled via the actual light itself. There's some icons here where you can change the color. So if we wanted to change the color from more of we can make it bright, we can make it dull. Long press, you can turn it off. But note, you can keep one or the other on. So if you wanted something that's not as bright, maybe fold this in and have, sort of a smaller lamp just to, illuminate a smaller area, which is cool. But you could also turn around and you could say, well, I don't want that one. I want this one. And so not only can you control the two individual lights, they are LED lights, and they really don't get that. Don't really get warm at all, actually. And you can change the color from more of a warm to a cooler white. What also is cool is it has this. This is a wireless controller. It does everything that's on here, plus an additional feature. So not only can I activate here and turn this on or off, I can adjust the brightness, I can adjust the color, like in this example, going to more of a warm, and then going to a different color, and then we can adjust the brightness like that, all right from the wireless. Then there are two different sort of nightlight type settings. You can, with a click of a button, you can tap it and it will flash once, and it will indicate a 10-minute timer. After 10 minutes, it just shuts off. You can tap it again, and it's going to then go into a 40-minute timer that after 40 minutes, it just cuts off. So that's kind of cool. Having the ability to put this anywhere in the room, and I have yet to, I don't know how far it reaches. I mean, I've been about 14 feet away from the actual device in the room of this example, and it worked just fine. I mean, so if you're doing work or whatever, and you just want to have the light on and not have to physically touch this, especially if this is not near where maybe, you want to be when you cut it off. Very cool. From a distance, you can just cut it on or off, or set the timer. But it also, so it serves sort of as a desk lamp, but you could use it also as sort of a room lamp just because it's so bright, So if you wanted to, have it go all the way up and let's just say bounce off a wall, I mean, it's pretty bright. I mean, it's gonna light up you could say a section of the room and illuminate it pretty cool. Never seen anything like this before. I was actually pleasantly surprised when I saw it. I was like, oh man, it's got all these different, you can control it. It's compact from a storage standpoint. It can be, it's kind of can go all the way out of the way. And then just having the convenience of being able to just shut it off remotely. Now this requires 2 AAA batteries that do not come with it. But there's just a matter of swapping them out on the back plate here. Very, very cool. And it has sort of a felt top bottom, so it's not going to slide easily or scratch whatever it might be sitting on. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me and said, Ryan, can you tell us what you think? Can you give us an honest review of our LED, I can't even say dual purpose because it serves so many purposes, lamp? Hopefully, all your questions got answered, and we'll talk to you soon.